The best fucking podcast in the world. I am Lloyd.
I'm JD.
Yo.
What's going on, man?
Not much. What go on?
So, quick question for you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much you've been paying attention to stuff in the city because you have been super busy. But have you seen the Lime scooters that they've got kicking
They're
around?
fucking everywhere. And we noticed it at work. They just like took over the world. But the bikes first. I saw like one or two bikes.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, this is funny. It's actually parked outside of one of our jobs. And this was like right when the summer was starting. And I was like, oh, this is fucked. And we were like reading it. And we all didn't know what it was. And we're like, oh shit, you can like, I still don't know how it works, but we were like fucking with it.
Yeah.
And then me and my fiance went for a walk. Last episode, we were talking about bikes pissing me off. Right? And so we went for a walk down by the river. And everyone was riding them. There was kids on, not kids, but like young 20s with their going out clothes on, like girls in there, like, you know, I'm going to the clubs tonight and the bars, and they would try riding around these bicycles, and it was like they're going to ride around all day and then like go to the bars and not drive. I thought it was hilarious, but everyone was on them. It was and groups of like 10 or like 6. Like I've never seen that many like young adults go out for bike rides. So I guess it's good to get people out of the house and exercising for the young community, because they seem to be eating it up, because I see them fucking biking everywhere on them.
Right.
And I see the scooters. I saw the scooter for the first time last week, and ever since I've seen the scooter for the first time, I've seen like shit tons of people on them.
Yeah.
And I work like Marda Loop downtown, so I'm right in the thick of it, and they're fucking riding them everywhere.
Yeah. It's kind of curious because the bikes were the first things to be added.
Yeah, I thought it was a stupid idea, but it's blown up. He must be making millions.
In the summer, yes. In winter, I don't think so much.
Yeah, the winter's going to suck ass. But I can still see people using it.
Yeah.
And it might get people out of a pickle in the winter, actually.
It might.
Because that's better than walking home if you're stuck in...
Although I don't know, at minus 20, how good those batteries will be. And, riding a bike in winter
You can
sucks.
still pedal the fucking thing.
Yeah, it still sucks.
No, but walking sucks more.
Yeah.
Like, if you gave me an option, you're like, here's this shitty snowy path that's been trampled in. You can walk up this hill, but I'd still fucking bike it.
Yeah.
Unless it was super icy, then you're going to eat shit. But I'm a good bicycler. I used to go downhill biking quite proficiently. Like, I'm good on a bicycle. So for me, it's not.
Yeah.
I know how to stay away from ice. I used to bike through the winter all the time. When I got here as a kid, I've always had a job. And I used to bike to my job all the time, like winter or not, minus 30, ice. I just know not to pedal when you're on the ice. You just kind of glide it out, stay straight. Don't turn your front wheel. Stupid mistakes like that will make you biff.
Yeah.
So if you know what you're doing, you can get around town.
Yeah.
And if you got the right tires.
Oh, if you got the right tires, it's a different thing. If you have studded tires, it's a different ballgame.
So, if they're going to bring them all in and throw some fucking solid tires.
I don't think they will in the winter, because they were around last winter and they didn't do that.
Yeah. So, but there's definitely ways to ride bicycle in town.
It's interesting, though, because they use your phone, you unlock them, and
I have no idea how it works.
It costs you $1 to unlock the bike.
Okay.
And then it costs you 15 cents a minute.
Holy shit, that's really expensive
to ride these things. And it's funny because I actually compared it to Car2Go.
And I've seen like 15-year-olds like riding around on the scooters around their house. Yeah. So their parents must be paying.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, scooter, same thing.
I just buy my kid a fucking scooter.
Why wouldn't you just buy them an electric scooter?
Yeah,
it's going to add up really fast.
That's insane.
It is crazy.
That's
you can
expensive.
get one of those Car2Gos for
I thought it'd be like 2
cheaper
cents
price.
a minute or something.
Yeah, when I was in Singapore, they have the same thing in Singapore. It was much cheaper.
A minute,
it was like $2 to unlock the bike, and you had it for so many hours, that kind of thing. Or an hour, I think it was. So it was really, really inexpensive. But there are thousands of those bikes there.
So these 20-year-olds that are riding around downtown are paying 15 cents a minute. And that's probably why they were pissed when they had to wait to go around us. Because they're like, come on, man, I've only got so much money.
That's why they're whipping down the bike path at over 20 kilometers an hour. Like, I don't care about your ticket. It's cheaper than this 15 cents a minute shit.
That's funny.
Yeah, because I saw somebody who had
So let's work this out. I'm terrible at math.
Yeah.
If I'm at the other end of downtown and I want to go to Cowboys tonight, and I'm on 14th Street, 11th,
I saw one that went from like Kensington.
That's gonna take me probably 20 minutes, right?
Kensington to Millennium, it took them about half an hour, 45 minutes.
And the price was?
And I think the price was like, it'll be, well, for 10 minutes, it's $1.50. So it's like, man, bad math. For $6.50.
I'm not even going to try.
Yeah, I think it was about $10 is what he paid, but it's $6.50.
You could take an Uber and probably pay less.
Yeah. And be there way faster. Way faster. Because, he took the scooter, I think, from like Kensington to the other end of downtown. It probably took him 45 minutes, and I think it was like $9 or $10, which it is not effective. I mean, if you jump on it, like, I know the bus and the transit system in Calgary sucks. It really does. Mm-hmm. But, if you get to the point in your downtown and you get towards City Hall, you jump on a train and go to the other end, which costs you nothing.
Yeah. So check this out. I was at a job 9 minutes from my house. Okay, 9 minutes exactly, and I was at work and I was like, I wonder how long it would take me to walk home because I'm so close.
Yeah.
Because I used to take the bus to work, as you know.
Yeah.
So, say I was at a job like this that would usually take me 9 minutes to get to work. I literally leave like 9 minutes before I have to be at work, which is lovely. I would have to leave. So 1 hour and 14 minutes it takes to transit to this location that is 9 minutes from my house. And that's if the buses line up, right?
Yeah.
That's how great the system is. 1 hour and, 6 minutes? I could walk. No, 1 hour and 4 minutes. I could walk.
Yeah.
Literally faster to walk home down a main road than it is to take the transit.
Yeah. It's brutal.
That's insane.
It's brutal.
And they get paid ridiculous amounts of money. Yeah. They've been on strike fucking every year that I've lived here. They've had a new fucking strike. I think the amount of money more that we pay now to ride the train is fucking ridiculous. If you add up how much it's gone up in like the 15 years I've been here, it's probably like 100% markup plus some.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking...
And the transit system's terrible. I would use transit.
Awful.
If it was effective, I would use transit.
There was some times during this when I have to leave 2 hours before work to get there on time.
Yeah.
And that included 2 walks.
Yeah. So for me to get from here to, let's say I'm working the Saddle Dome shooting a concert, it takes me 15 minutes to drive.
Yeah.
And because I go after 6 o'clock at night, it doesn't cost me anything to park.
Yeah.
And then when I go home, it takes me about 15 minutes as well. Mm-hmm. You think I can catch a bus?
Oh no, it would
take
take train.
Well, number one, the train doesn't even run up here because I'm
hours.
in the train dead zone.
Yeah, you'd have to go to a place that did run, and then it would take you hours.
It's ridiculous. I mean, there's no incentive in this city to take transit.
It's so shit.
If time is valuable to you, you are not going to take transit.
No, I took it because it was mandatory of me to have a job, and I had to get to work.
Like when I used to when I used to live in the South.
But it is more cost effective, sorry to cut you off, to go on Kijiji and buy a fucking car for like $1,500 and drive that until it fucking breaks down on you and do it again. Literally, it's cheaper. As I was saying, like when I lived in the South, when I lived in Bonavista and I went to university, I used to just catch the train because you could walk to that Anderson Road and you could take the train. That was effective because I would like sleep, listen to music. The train is effective during rush hour. And if you live near a train station and where you're going is near a train station, you're going to have a good experience that way because I live near a train station, so I can walk there in a short amount of period. And then the train will take you anywhere during rush hour. There's no red lights, right? Yeah. You just give her. So, you go all over.
But the bus is
fucking brutal.
Yeah.
If the bus is involved in your trip, I used to look up the maps when I was going to work at the new locations. And if it had bus involved, I used to like die inside.
Yeah.
Because, and usually if you got the bus on your route, you'll be walking to and from. So there'll be like, the bus will take you to a train. You'll take the train. You'll wait at a station downtown that's nowhere near where you're going. And then you'll get on a weird bus that will then drive you to like a 20-minute walk from where you have to be. And then you walk 20 minutes. That usually was my experience in the city. It's never like there's a bus that like goes on the roads. Like I just remember England, there wasn't a road that a bus didn't fucking go on.
Yeah.
Like if you wasn't 5 seconds from like a bus stop, like, I don't know. I've never had an experience where
Yeah, transit systems.
London wouldn't
more.
be able to function if it wasn't for buses and the taxis
the tube,
and the tube. It's literally part of life in many places like New York and London.
Yeah.
Some people that can drive, that have Mercedes Benzes in New York, don't drive them because it's more proficient to take there.
And the crazy part to me is that a city like Calgary, which
has like
isn't
4 million
that
people,
big really, and it's got a big landmass, but we don't put the vast majority of our stuff doesn't go underground. In London, they had to dig underground, they had to do all this kind of stuff. It costs a lot of money to do. We can't even like put tracks on the ground and get a station done for any kind of effective
means. It takes
years.
It's
like
it's 10
ridiculous.
years. They still don't have that train station down south yet. They're supposed to have fucking expanded down south. That ring road, fuck me, they'll be building that for the next fucking 20 years. You seen that video online of China when they had a sinkhole on one of their main roads and they rebuilt the fucking thing in 24 hours. It's fucking insane. You can watch a time lapse of it. Yeah. It's fucking insane how proficient their workload is. Like, fill the hole, crush, tamped. It was done in 24 hours. They had a road guy come in the next morning. People didn't even know there was construction. Yeah. They just went to work. The whole road sunk in, like massive, like 8-way stop. I've never seen anything like it. And they rebuilt it. Yeah. Our ring road will take the next 20 years. And they'll do their work on a busy Saturday or Sunday, not at night, like any other normal city that knows that they have to get shit done before the rush comes in. No, we'll do it, what's this, Monday morning? Let's go. Let's close 3 lanes and have everyone come through 1 lane on one of the most busiest roads at fucking 8 o'clock in the morning. What the fuck? Who is running the show? Like, is he playing a game of chess? Like, I just don't get it. This city doesn't make sense. I'd love to meet the higher ups and just smack them in the face. Yeah. I'd be like, wake up. Wake the fuck up. Do you drive to work from the city? Are you fucking alive? Like, figure it out. Night shifts. If there's people that will work at night. Yeah. And if the people that you have hired for you don't want to work at night, guess what you can do with them? Fire them. That's what, fuck them off. If you don't want to work, this is your job. If you work for the city, they fucking stand around. You'll drive past, they got 3 lanes closed, and there's fucking 8 of them watching a guy dig a fucking hole. Like, what's going on? I'm in traffic and late for work so that 8 of you can fucking stand around and watch one guy fucking dig, and you're probably all paid fucking over $30 an hour with a lengthy fucking pension when you're done, and my taxpayers' money just standing around. Yeah. It pisses me off. Yeah. This city's terrible for that. I've never seen anything like it. Like in fucking, like our city workers in England are shit, but we give them shit. Here they're like fucking, like, oh, slow down to 40 just in case you're fucking not playing fucking Scrabble. See,
yeah, and that whole speed thing, I'll say one thing about that too. If you're in a construction vehicle, and you speed through a construction zone, because they do it all the time. I'll slow down, I'll slow down, I'll go, and then there'll be some guy in a Lafarge truck or some other truck that just kind of rips through there because it's their work site, and they're, in a rush to get wherever they're going, and they whip past you and they're speeding. Those guys, they should find the shit out of. Because if you know what I mean? Like,
they just need to think about it more. Like, and that's another thing. Like, my car, it's not built, like, these roads are fucking shit. They got all these massive trucks. Like, I don't know if you've been on 22nd lately. Like, that's really far from you. And, like, that's a big road down south for us. And, like, another road on 14th where they've got these big trucks going down. There's fucking, like, massive divots in the road that, like, if you don't miss them, like, or know that they're there, like, it's fucking damaging, man. Like, I probably already wrecked my fucking suspension. Like, it's quite aggravating, really, because I don't have the money. Like, I have to get my car fucking checked out before I can get it on the road, so it has to be safe. Then your fucking roads should be safe. Yeah. Like, it's not fair. Like, they've got these manholes sticking out of the fucking road like this because they've stripped the road and paved. That's fucking dangerous. Do it at night. Strip it and pave it. Yeah. Why do you strip it and leave it for a week?
Yeah, that's the brutal part.
It's fucked.
I don't get that.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah. Strip it and fill it as quick as fucking possible. For 2 weeks, I've been driving down the same road. I know they're there now, so I can account for them. But they're fucking sticking out like this, these manhole covers. And they're right on and off, like, as you're an exit to where you need to go. Right. It's fucking dangerous, man. It's insane. Even at 50, I hit it at 50, and I was like, fucking cringe. Like, I could heal my rim hit it through my tire. Like,
yeah. I don't get it.
that is
really
dangerous.
I don't get it. And the city, like I said, it's got its problems, and it's definitely.
Well, there's all these rules and regulations. Like I work in like private. We do private homes. I do most of the time. It's residential. And there's all these rules and regulations that we have to abide by. And if we get caught by the safety guy, it's huge fines for everything. But yeah, they feel like the city guys, they got fuck all. Like, they do whatever the fuck they want. Like, they will leave fucking nails on the road, screws in the road. There's no attention to, what is going on. As long as we drive slow so they don't get hurt, which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be fucking up my car on your fucking shit that you're leaving in the road and fucking shit sticking out and massive fucking holes that aren't getting filled or repaired. It's ridiculous. Have other roads that big trucks are coming in on or something. Like, figure it out.
Yeah.
It just takes them forever to do everything here. It seems like it's all arse-bound face. Nothing is organized. It just seems fucking... And I'm in the construction industry. I can see it.
Yeah. Yeah, it confuses me. Like
if we operated like that, we wouldn't make money.
Yeah.
We wouldn't make money.
Yeah. You do all your road works at night because there's very little traffic.
Yeah, right?
It has the minimal impact, right?
Yeah.
I get it that people want to sleep and that's not a great shift for people to work. But at the same time,
they're paid. They're paid equivalently, though. They're not paid. That road guys are paid handsomely.
Yeah. And the thing is like you said, if you don't want to work nights, right? And
get another job.
Not only that, it's cooler at night. It's a better working condition when you're working with hot asphalt.
I've worked nights. Okay, I wouldn't work nights now because I have a family and that's not what I wish to do. But I don't have a job that makes me work nights.
Yeah.
Like, I went and got another job. It's not a lack of jobs here.
Yeah.
There's tons of jobs.
Yeah. And the thing is for a job like that, if you don't want to do it, I'm sure there's somebody else.
Yeah, there will someone that will fill your position. There always is someone that will fill your position.
There's
That's what
enough
I'm saying.
people out of work that
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you're that picky that you can't work at night, then I guess you're not going to be a roads workman because that's when the best time to work is, in my opinion.
Yeah. And the thing is too is
this is what makes me laugh. Like Jordan, he's a carpenter.
Yeah.
So he works in Chinook Mall sometimes, and he had a job in Chinook Mall, and he had to work nights for 2 weeks because he couldn't make noise in Chinook because it put off the customers. But they can work fucking days on fucking Deerfoot or fucking McLeod Trail, and not give a fuck. Close 3 lanes, have 1 lane open.
Yeah. And he generally doesn't work nights, so I mean, that's not fun for him, right?
He did that just because that's what his job called to do.
Yeah, but he did it.
Exactly.
Got through it, and that's kind of it.
Annoying.
I mean, yeah, it's a crazy, crazy world. But that's all we have time for this week.
Good construction talk, that one.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm Lloyd.
I'm JD.
Peace.
See ya.